I like a lot of different types of games. Some days, especially during the spring and summer, I will be really in the mood for a sports game, while other times I'll really want to play a turn-based strategy game. But there are also times when I just want to sit back and destroy buildings as a huge ram thing. Luckily, for the last 26 years, Midway has had us covered with the Rampage series. Taking the role of a huge menace and eating as many people as you can while also obliterating anything in your path is great for some fairly mindless fun. I was a big fan of Rampage World Tour back on the N64, so I was really excited to get a chance to play this one. It's Rampage, Total Destruction for the GameCube. Rampage Total Destruction feels very familiar to me as a fan of World Tour. You start off with some of the same characters you choose from, like Lizzie and Ralph, my personal favorite. You then go into cities, starting off with Vegas, and try to destroy as much stuff as possible within the time limit, while also completing some challenges and devouring anyone who stands in your way. Townspeople will cower in their apartments and police will arrive to shoot at you. Of course, as a monster half as tall as the buildings in the game, they aren't really any match for you. If there's one area of Total Destruction that I'm not especially fond of, it's the controls. The actual scheme is fine on the GameCube, but things just feel like they have a little bit more stiffness to them than you'd expect. You might accidentally hit a button twice because the character takes a little while to react, and while it isn't that big of a deal, it is worth mentioning. Besides that though, gameplay is fantastic. You have a wide variety of abilities to acquire through challenges, with each one just acting as another tool in your destructive arsenal. Characters also play slightly differently from each other, so there should be one for every playtype.
Super Combo!
Of course, with a name like Total Destruction, the game does allow for some pretty sweet wreckage. Personally, I like jumping on top of a building and smashing the roof until it starts shaking, when I then proceed to jump to the next building. There's all sorts of ways to destroy the buildings, though. Grabbing cop cars and chucking them at the facade is especially entertaining. Getting items out of buildings is also a big part of the game, with points bonuses, health, and even some negative effects hidden inside windows. Some of it is just trial and error to figure out what's going to hurt you, especially if it's been a while since you've played a Rampage game. Oh, and I didn't even mention that both the original Rampage and World Tour are included in the extras menu. Honestly, World Tour still plays the best of the three, I think, and it's awesome that you really get 3 games for the price of 1. It's cool to see how the series has changed little things over the years, too. Now, this was a late GameCube release, but it actually isn't that visually impressive. Nothing really stands out as being that bad either, but the characters all look a little bit dated. Audio's a mixed bag because while music is great, including the ska that I'm so fond of, voiceovers of the cops and the townspeople aren't very good.
Hold it right there, monster.
Rampage Total Destruction is a fantastic sequel to one of the most enjoyable game series around. Considering the fact that you get 3 games on one disc, that's an even better reason to pick it up.